got some books. And we're gonna talk about it. So, I did go in there with a list of kind of some books that I wanted. The list didn't really work that well. But yeah, really I went in there with a list, but also just an idea of what books I want to read, but not necessarily buy. No, that's what a library is for. I am a book buyer. I like collecting books, but I wanted to go to the library. Hadn't been in person to the library for a long time. Usually I just use Libby for the library things, but it's nice to have physical copies of books and like go to the library because I hadn't been there in a long time. But you know, it happened. And I got books. I got 5 books, which I have like 3 weeks until they're due. Will I be able to read them all? I don't know, because I also have my unread books that are all down here. So it's like, I still have other books to read too, but I guess these are the priority now. But let's talk about what I got. So, first, we have The Memory Police by Yoko Ogawa, which has been on my TBR for like years now. Always wanted to read it, but never did. And I actually have kind of heard a lot of just like mediocre things about this book, which I think also made me not pick it up as soon. But I don't know, I feel like I still want to give it a try because I love Japanese fiction, and I don't know, I mean, I wanted to read it, and I have the library, and I don't have to buy it, and we can give it a try and see if I also agree if it's mediocre or not. Whoa. What is it about? I've honestly had this book on my TBR for so long I don't even remember like what the little synopsis is. I think it's just like people start forgetting stuff. Like the government just starts erasing certain memories from people. I mean, the memory police, it's something like that. I don't know. This one is like a little bit longer. Okay, it's not that long. I think it's under 300 pages. I'm just like worried. I'm trying to get through all these books. And then I also picked this up, which you'll see. We'll talk about it. The Dangers of Smoking in Bed by Mariana Enriquez, which is a short story collection. And now I am not a fan of short story collections just because of my experiences. They always just seem to be okay. And I'm actually reading a different one right now. Blood Child and Other Stories by Octavia Butler, which I did buy this, and I kind of made the exception to read this because Octavia Butler is an author that I just kind of want to read all of her work. I really like her. I'm almost done. But this one's kind of just, it's okay too. Like, there's good and there's bad. And I'm just like, before I was avoiding short story collections. I was like, I'm not going to pick them up unless it's like an Octavia Butler situation where I'm really intrigued or really want to read this specific author. But now I'm like, maybe I should just be picking them up like all the time and trying to find the collection that will be like at least a 4-star. That's all I'm asking for. I'm not even asking for a 5-star. I'm just trying to find a 4-star because all of them have been 3 stars. So like maybe this will do something for me. I'm not sure. Again, I'm just giving it a try. That's what the library is about. And this is also translated from Spanish. Argentina. Okay, that's fun. I wanted to read more Argentine? Is it Argentinian or Argentine? I feel like I've seen Argentine. Anyways, wanted to read more stuff from Argentina. So we'll see what my thoughts are. I don't know, I have heard quite a bit of good things from this author. So yeah. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if this is also horror-ish. It might be. I'm not sure the genres. Anyways, so there's that. Honestly, I'm just starting off with questions like, what's gonna happen? How am I gonna feel? I don't know. I don't know. And then I got a fantasy book because I've been wanting to read more fantasy and it's just like hasn't been happening. But is Master of Poisons by Andrea Hairston, which I've seen this before, and like I remember like book shopping, I was like picking it up and I'm like, oh, sounds kind of interesting. Do I remember? Not really. But I remember seeing it. But then seeing like, I don't think the reviews were bad, but I feel like I just remember like looking at reviews and then being like, I don't know if I want to buy it. But then I saw it and I was like, well, it's free, so I'll try it out. I think it takes place in the desert. You know when you just like read the synopsis but you don't? Also, I think this is a standalone. I'm not sure if this is part of a series. I looked it up on Goodreads and it didn't say that it was part of a series, so I'm gonna say it's not, but maybe I go into this and then it is. I have no idea. Yeah, I don't know. Poison, farmland gone. Ooh, sand and sadness across the empire. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. Also, I haven't heard anyone really talking about this book anywhere. So yeah, I'll be interested to read that. I feel like I would really like to get to this one. Then, a book that I never heard of is Devils in Daylight by Junichiro Tanizaki, which is, again, a translated book. They had some translation going on there. They had a little bit of a selection. I just saw this one. Very, very short. I think it's like right around 100 pages or under. But it sounded interesting, you know? His friend calls him and he's all like, whoa, I cracked a secret cryptographic code based on Edgar Allan Poe's The Gold Bug, and he knows exactly where a murder is going to take place. And he's like, well, my friend is like kind of crazy sometimes, so like I don't know if I believe him. But then they stake out the secret location and through tiny peepholes become they're at the scene of a crime. I don't know. I don't know. You know, it's like, whoa, is this guy crazy? Is there really a crime? What's going on? And it's short. Did any of that make sense? I don't know, but I feel like that's how I feel going into this. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen. But like short translated fiction? That's like, oh, a little like, oh, what's going on? A little crime? A little what? Okay, we're moving on. And then the last book I got was actually a nonfiction book because I kind of went there last. I was like prioritizing fiction, but then I found this section that was like a bunch of like nature-y kind of books, and I was like, ooh, I want to read a lot of these, but I already had 4 books, so I only took 1. But I'll be going back there because I'm intrigued, and this book could be a hit or miss, and that is One Wild Bird at a Time. Portraits of Individual Lives by Bernd Heinrich. And basically he's just like observing some birds, but I feel like it was birds being weird or something. I don't know. Yeah, that's why I'm saying this could be boring, or this could be kind of like, whoa, what are those birds doing? I'm sorry, the way I'm talking about this probably sounds so boring. But to me, I was intrigued. I was like, I want to get inside the lives of some birds. So this one's probably lower on my priority list, but I don't know, I'm intrigued, and I wanted to pick something out from that section. Get a little nonfiction time. So yeah, those are my 5 books that I got from the library. Yeah, we'll see if I read them all. Or any other books, because I'm reading, like, you know, things at the moment. We'll see. I can always just, like, get them again from the library if I don't finish them. But I'm feeling good. Intrigued. I feel like the opportunities are just unfolding in front of me and I'm grasping them. And it will be a good time. Or maybe not. But yeah, there we were. That's it. Yeah.